I dreaded the trip to a dentist, leaning back in the chair, feeling a little vulnerable, expecting pain. For years, going to the dentist meant drilling, needles, and every now and then even a tear or two. But then I met Dr. Fauzia, and she completely changed my perspective. She's a master of building relationships with her patients. In this video, I'm going to take you on a tour of Dr. Fauzia's practice and introduce you to her incredible work. We'll talk about the challenges of being a dentist, working with phobias, how she keeps her passion alive, the way she builds relationship with her clients. We debunk some myth about dentists and teeth, talk about her amazing hobbies, and best of all, that you won't dread a visit to the dentist anymore. You're so long in business already.
Yep, 1986.
1986. Who was born at 1986 of those of you who are watching this video already, okay?
I graduated in 1986. I wanted to create a clinic which actually listened to patients and would be fun. A place where people are not scared, people who would actually want to come.
Okay, that's important.
Yeah.
And how do you keep your motivation up? I mean, every day you are looking into people's mouth.
Well, a lot of people might think it's just looking into people's mouth. I guess, yes, but to me, it's because I'm a people's person. I like people.
You are, yeah.
It's because I like people, right? When they come in, there's all sorts of people there. The young, the old, all sizes, all races, all backgrounds. And each one of them comes in and I have a conversation with them.
You always have a conversation.
Yeah,
I
have
know
a conversation
that.
with them. We start off, how are you? Like this morning when I came in, it's a patient I haven't seen for 2 years. And I said, hey, hi, as I walked in. And she said, hi, sorry, I haven't seen you for 2 years. You know, she had a relapse. She has breast cancer.
Oh, wow.
And I said, so how have you been? So we sat and we talked and connected. Yes, I do end up looking in their mouth. Have to eventually. But it really is more of me being the person they go to for their dental health. So we always start dental treatment not off the bat. Like if you walk into our surgical room, you don't go straight in and sit on the dental chair.
Right.
We'll always sit on a chair next to the desk and we'll talk to you.
Okay.
Get you comfortable.
Build rapport.
Maybe, draw a little and then move you to the dental chair. So this is something that is normal for my clinic.
And I think you're relating so well to your patients, as they call it as well, right? To your patients, that if anybody got a fear or a phobia, which many people actually have, they come to you and you put them at ease instantly. I mean, that was my feeling when I came to you for the first time.
Scared German guy.
I was a German guy who was really, really scared. You know why I was scared? When I was a teenager, the dentist drilled in Germany. Every time I smiled for 1 week, I had like an electric shock in my mouth because the nerve was open. And the dentist was just looking at me, it's nothing bad, the nerve was open, doesn't really matter. And I knew for 1 week I couldn't really smile.
It's like a phobia that was created when you were 17. And this is so if you were to ask me, how do you handle that? First, you told me what happened to you. So I know that you're probably afraid that when you lie back on that chair, you must stay still. Because if you slip, the same thing will happen again.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Right? And so this is why a lot of people are afraid of dentists. So the thing with the dental clinic is there'll always be these sounds. There'll be the sound of a compressor, you can just hear it in the background. There'll be the sound of the air, like, any air coming out. Because everything is under pressured air. We either use pressured air to control our machines. So that is the sound that people are scared of because they hear the whirring. It's actually, the drills and all that are usually not electric drills. Like this is an electric drill, but it doesn't move very fast.
Right, okay.
Right? But, okay, let me move it forward.
Okay.
So we would use this, which is the air drill.
Okay.
Which revolves very much faster. So we would put a diamond burr on the tip. So we'll choose different diamond burrs. Okay. So this, I'm not going to do it on you. Don't
No, no,
worry.
no, 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 no.
I'm just showing it here.
Okay.
Just want to scare you a bit.
You do that.
Yeah.
Can you what?
We're just having fun here.
Yeah, we
We're
do.
just teasing Andrea's dog. So this is the burr. I don't know whether you can see the burr. That's a diamond tip.
Okay.
So at the end of it, there are diamonds. The reason why we use diamonds.
Real diamonds.
Yeah.
Wow.
They're real diamonds. They are different sizes, different shapes, depending on what we want to use in the mouth.
Okay.
So it's not a metal. Usually we use diamonds because it cuts very fast. Because
Okay.
the teeth are so hard, right? So because of the heat generated by this, it needs water. So
Okay.
hence, our tips usually have water.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I can see
and
that.
this water is what the nurse will suck up.
Oh, okay.
Did you know that?
No, I learned something new already.
Yeah, so that's why we have that. So the problem with the thing is it needs to move very fast.
Right.
Hence the diamond bit has to move extremely fast, which makes it hot.
Right.
The tooth experiences pain, which is why we need the water
Oh,
to cool down the tip
okay.
and also cool down the tooth
Okay.
so you don't have pain.
Oh,
Ah.
I like that.
And that's why we need the suction.
Okay.
So the suction, it doesn't just suck up your saliva when the dentist
okay,
works, but it also sucks up the water
Right.
from the dental burr.
Oh, yeah, that is always my saliva only.
No.
So it's not just only water, okay. I thought,
Yeah.
why go there's so much water in my mouth?
Yeah. So why do we make you sit?
Why do I
Because
sit?
we need you at a certain angle.
Uh-huh.
So usually it is at the dentist's elbow.
Oh,
So we're all
okay.
trained for this. Sit you, elbow height, open your mouth, and then we work.
Okay, hold on, I gotta organize you.
See? My elbow. Usually
Oh.
it's my elbow.
Okay.
Because that's the best, less tiring for me.
Oh,
So I just
okay.
work like this, it's not tiring. If I have to work like that, it's tiring.
Can be tiring, yeah.
So hence, that's why you're always at this level.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, you learned something, huh?
I learned a lot. And I hope the audience learns a lot as well.
Yeah, that's fun. It's
Have
fun
you-
for the dentist. Sometimes it's fun for the patient.
Sometimes only.
You can't see our faces, right?
Right,
You can't see me going like this,
exactly.
or enjoying whatever I'm doing to you. Yeah, you can't tell. I thought a lot about this, and I realized that why patients are scared are because A, they know they mustn't move. If they move, it's dangerous. B, they want to get out of there, but
As
there's
quickly as
nothing
possible.
there's nothing they can do. So it's a surrender, which is very, very difficult for a lot of people.
And I think the most scary thing is we are leaning backwards,
Yes.
opening our
Yes.
throat, which is the most
Yes.
vulnerable part of the body.
And I as a dentist
Yeah,
am actually working
with dangerous
Into you.
equipment. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
inside you.
Exactly.
Yeah, so for a dentist also it's can be scary. You know, once you as a patient know that I as the dentist know
Your
and
stuff.
understand your fear, it gets easier.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What was the scariest experience you had as a dentist?
I do special needs children. And there is one child that I've been treating since he was a little boy, but now he's not little anymore.
Right.
He is easily 6'3",
Okay.
huge,
Oh, wow.
has no speech,
Okay.
and all he does is grunt, like
Okay.
When he sits down and I'm doing his scaling, I have to show no fear.
True.
Because if I have to be in control.
Of course,
I have to,
of course.
You know, of course, be nice and gentle, but at the same time, because he's special needs, right? If he thinks I'm fearful of him, I won't be able to do much work. But at the same time, when my hands are in his mouth, I always think if he clamps his mouth shut and my fingers get lost in his throat, there's nothing I can do, right?
True,
And I
of course.
can't blame anyone.
Tell me about a situation in your life, basically, where kind of the really rewarding situation for you when you knew, wow, I love my job because of that?
This is difficult, yeah. Actually, in all honesty, I love my job for many reasons. Like this morning, a 93-year-old lady who has Alzheimer's.
Oh, wow.
So she's very quiet, she doesn't talk at all. And when she does, sometimes she's grumpy and she gets angry and she'll scold people. And so she needs dentures. So I sat her down, she's in her wheelchair, sat her down, held her hand. She happens to be my late mother's best friend.
Okay.
And I said, Auntie, okay, I know you're not gonna like this, but I've got to do what I've got to do. And I've got to make you a new denture and give you a new smile. And I did quite a difficult procedure, two visits in one, quite difficult, and I did it in an hour. And I felt so satisfied because, patients need us. And they need somebody to love them, especially when they're old.
Wow, okay.
You know what I mean?
I get moved here, yeah. I was just thinking about my own mom,
She's 93, she lost all her teeth, and she's lost a bit of herself.
Yeah, of course.
So if you give her back a nice smile, she meets up with family, friends, they meet her. It's a different experience. Even if she's not always present, because she's got Alzheimer's.
Yeah, like a blessing for the people, isn't it?
Yeah, so that's one. I also enjoy doing makeovers, like changing somebody's smile. Do you know something funny?
Tell me.
Okay. Often when I do a makeover,
what is a makeover?
A makeover is where somebody discusses with me and they want to change their smile, like they've got gappy teeth, or they've, missized teeth or something like that. And I change their smile using crown, bridges, veneers, or a combination of stuff. I love it when I give them the mirror at the end and they look at themselves for the first time.
Wow. And they fall in love.
You'll be surprised, a lot of times they cry.
Oh, wow.
People who've got nice smiles take it for granted. People who hate their own smile, they don't like
facial
looking
expressions,
at themselves, they don't like smiling. When you give them that, so the rewarding thing is when they cry with joy.
Of course.
And then the patients which you do surgery for, they laugh. At the end of surgery, they laugh. So you've got makeovers where patients cry, and surgery where patients laugh. They
That's
laugh
so
because
rewarding.
It's like, oh my God, I was so afraid. And they start laughing.
So you must go home really happy basically every evening, right? I have to build the trust with the dentist, and somehow some dentists, when they're leaving, going somewhere else, do not work anymore. And that's also a little bit of an uncertainty within myself that I don't actually like.
For my clinic at least, it's actually a family clinic, meaning that two of my sons are dentists.
Okay.
And so they follow in my footsteps, right? They evaluate whatever I do. And also all the dentists that work in my clinic, there are 8 of us in all of us have the same style.
But I think it's great, because many parents say like, oh, they're running an own business.
Yeah.
How do I get my kids to follow my footsteps?
Yeah.
How did you manage that?
Okay, very good question. I'm often asked. How did I get my 2 sons to do dentistry? The reason why a lot of people ask this is because a lot of dentists, they build their practice and then at the end their children don't want to follow in their footsteps.
Right.
I think what I did right is I always involve my children in the clinic.
Okay.
So even as young kids, they used to come to the clinic and like put away the cards, make calls to patients to remind them of their appointments. And even very young kids, they'd have I always have a children's play area.
Right.
So they'll be playing there.
Oh, nice.
So they're used to it.
Okay.
They're used to
That's
it.
a secret weapon, is it?
Yes, the secret is always involve your children in your occupation.
Oh, okay.
And if you catch yourself, if you're going back and you're complaining about work and saying, oh no,
Yeah,
these patients are this, it's so hard, how can you expect them to follow in your footsteps?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
This is what I get, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, because what are you telling them unconsciously?
Don't do it.
Exactly.
Don't follow me.
Don't do what I did, I
terrible.
regret it. But if you're enjoying it, if you're enjoying your job, your children will want to follow you and do what you do.
I do know Dr. Fauzier, she's got a manual, step-by-step procedure of how her assistants and also I think the newer dentists need to follow in order to kind of step into her shoes.
I would say this, Clinic Pergigian Fauzier has a certain vibe, a certain way of doing things. And I wanted people to know how to do that immediately. So the best way is to create a document which tells people how things are done in the clinic. Because we have 3 clinics, we have 9 operating sites, so 9 dentists and 26 staff.
Okay.
So rather than a dentist come in and everybody has to adapt to them, it's easier if the dentist knows how things are being done in the clinic.
Okay.
So the manuals actually, for the dentist at least, it breaks it down into what they need to do on a daily basis, how to record whatever they need to record, and all the different ways that the ways that we treat patients. I teach them the business of Clinic Pergigian Fauzier.
Okay.
Yeah. The same goes with the nurses.
Okay.
To be fair, a nurse is not a dentist. It takes 5 years for a dentist to be a dentist. You're being a little bit presumptuous to think that a nurse who has no training whatsoever comes in and must know exactly what to do.
They have no training normally, initially?
So that's why we train them.
Okay.
So I created a training program.
So hold on, before you explain the training program, so all of those nurses, there's no school for nursing?
There is a school for nursing, I take that back, but it is a government school.
Okay.
Meaning that you have to be a government servant.
Oh, I see.
It's not open for just anybody and for private nurses to go to.
But anybody basically having the right attitude could come here and say like, I want to work with you.
Yeah.
And then you train them up.
Yes, we train them.
That's fascinating.
So
wow.
it's a 60-day program. I split it into 3 parts. So the first part is what you need to know in the first 7 days. That's all you need to know. So very basic. And they master that. Then they do what they need to know in 1 month. And then what they need to know in 2 months.
It's like an apprenticeship, isn't it?
Yeah, that's for the nurses. And we mentor mentees. So I have a nurse that mentors the new nurse.
Wow, that's beautiful. That's amazing. It's very special, I believe, isn't it?
Yes, it's fun. I mean,
you like that? You're so of a relationship, isn't it?
Yeah. So, if you're gonna go to work 8 hours a day, don't you want to go and have fun? And I tell my nurses, I'd rather you have a friend at work and you enjoy your job so that you have, life's too short. We have fun, I think. The nurses are the ones that choose the color of their uniform. I don't get involved with that. They're going to wear it every day. So they can choose the color, the design, and our end of year party, they choose the theme, they choose everything.
Oh, cool. Technological advancement, how does it influence you?
Technological advancement. Okay, in 2013, I bought that CBCT machine. When I bought that, I was one of I think 3 private practitioners, maybe 5 in Malaysia, because it cost $500,000. In 2013, $500,000 ringgit is a lot.
Yeah.
And a lot of people couldn't understand why I bought a diagnostic machine that cost maybe double it cost to. I could make 2 clinics for the price of that one machine. Why? Number 1, I no longer need to use silver nitrate. I don't need to keep films.
Okay.
Everything is digital.
Oh, very advanced
technology. It is very fast. I don't need somebody especially trained for managing the X-ray at all. And the clarity and the diagnostics that I can get out of that one machine is incredible.
Spot on.
Really.
Okay.
Excellent.
Cool.
So the only bad thing was when I open another clinic, I realized I
You need
have to buy
another
another one. So I end up having 3. So what it does is the X-ray is taken out through a cone beam, and this machine rotates around your head.
So basically I have to stand.
So you just stand here. You stand. You're going to come here. So turn around, turn around, turn around, turn around.
Okay.
So go in.
All right.
And you would bite on my should mask. I have to put this.
The inner workings of a machine.
Yeah.
No, you don't need to do it directly now in real.
Okay, so you pretend to bite on this, okay? You bite on it, and then what we would do is we would clip your head, right? And it'll clip in, hold your head, and then the machine will move around you. So what happens
in circle,
is,
basically.
yeah,
Okay.
it moves, it revolves around you. So
Okay.
what happens, we end up with this, a 3D X-ray, like this,
Okay.
where we can put the slicing window on any part, and then we can look at it in great detail. So it's like seeing in and out, front and back, up and down. So this is in and out,
All right.
front and back.
And then you see how
And
the
up.
teeth.
Yeah.
Explain some of those teeth. What
Yeah.
do you see here?
So what I'm saying here is, if you look here, is this level. Is
Okay.
this level I see here. So I can actually look at the 3 roots of this tooth and the 4 roots of this, the 4 nerve canals of this tooth.
Oh wow.
So it
Okay.
gets very, very accurate. It's really good accuracy for things like surgery, for orthodontics, for root treatment. Yeah, you can't beat this sort of X-ray.
Wow.
But we only charge 350 per because that's the government clinic price, because I figured I have to pay for the machine anyway.
Right,
I might
right,
as
right.
well just use it often. So we throw down the price as much as possible so that it's used.
Outside of dentistry, the most amazing thing, and I hope I get this correct, you're a scuba diving trainer as
Instructor.
well.
I'm a scuba diving
instructor. Okay, instructor.
Yeah, it's a hobby that went crazy. If
Yes.
you were to ask, okay, what is the correlation between scuba diving and a dentist?
Oh yeah, I would love
I would
to.
say karang. Malays will have a big laugh about that, because karang means coral in Malay, and it also means the calculus that we clean out in the mouth.
Oh,
So I always joke that if I were to see colorful coral in your mouth, I will run. But I love diving. I just love diving.
Where did you go last?
My last dive was in Redang.
Okay.
And I'm supposedly supposed to go to Papua New Guinea, probably in December.
Okay.
If I can squeeze out the time.
What was the deepest level you ever went?
Why do they always ask that? Everybody
What?
asks that.
Because it's also
What is the deepest
scary,
you've
okay?
ever
It's
been?
also scary.
Well, I'm licensed to 130 feet.
130 feet is about 60
Yeah.
meters or something like that, 170 meters. Wow.
But I'm also a rebreather diver. That's technical diving, and I'm very proud of that. I'm the first rebreather diver in Southeast Asia that was trained on the dolphin rebreather.
What do
and
you
that was
do?
in 1999.
What do you do there?
Rebreather.
Rebreather.
Rebreather. So normal scuba diving is in it's open circuit. So you don't have oxygen in the tank. A lot of people think it's oxygen. It's not. It's actually air that's compressed.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so it's compressed air that you bring with you. But it's open circuit, meaning when you exhale, the air escapes to the environment. Rebreather is a closed circuit. So you
Okay.
have a little pack and a little bailout. And the air that you exhale is put back. And only the carbon dioxide is absorbed by a scrubber unit. So and just a little bit of high oxygen air is added on.
Okay.
So the air, together with the bladder of air that's in the rebreather and the air in your lungs, is constantly changed. So that's called closed circuit.
Okay.
So what's the advantage? The advantage is you hardly ever run out of air because it's
That's a great feel
just
of
a
people
little,
as well.
it's just the carbon dioxide, number one. Number two, there are no bubbles. And if there are no bubbles, the fish are not afraid of you.
Oh.
So it's very good for photography.
Oh.
So I can go really close to a fish and I can take photographs without the fish being
running
freaked
away
out
from you.
by the bubbles.
By you,
but the disadvantage is everything has to be calculated very carefully. You need to know the limit that you can be, the depth.
Okay.
You cannot, because of the, well, it's technical. So there's a limit, and yeah, and if water goes into the scrubber unit, you die.
Okay, that is a good, let's want to stop on that one.
Yeah, but obviously I survived, so I'm a rebreather diver.
What are some of the misconceptions that people have about dentists?
That they're nasty, they're not.
Okay, short answer. She's not nasty. She's nice and friendly.
No, dentists are good people.
Okay, dentists are good people. You must
you
have
can't say dentists generally are bad.
No, I wouldn't say that.
So that's
no.
a misconception, right?
Okay.
That's number one. Number two, that you don't need to look after your teeth. That
okay.
milk teeth are just milk and they should rot anyway. That's a misconception. Bring your kids to the dentist lah. So that's important. And something I like to tell people are teeth are like your friends. If you don't look after them, they'll go away.
Let's ask, if teeth could talk, what would they tell the owners?
If teeth could talk, the superpower I would give to teeth is tell the owner, you better take care of me and make your dentist your best friend.
Okay, I get that, okay.
Yeah, because the reality is you can't fix your own teeth. It's inside you. How are you gonna? You can't even see inside because your eyes are looking out.
True.
And your teeth are inside. So you gotta get real, right?
Yeah.
You know, who's the best person to look after your teeth? It has to be a dentist. So the trick is to go regularly when you don't need it. Most people don't even think about going, you know, you go to a supermarket and you spend money. But this one you do once in 4 months, 6 months.
Right.
For the same amount of money.
Right.
And it's your health.
And if you have observed correctly watching the video, you see beautiful paintings behind us or across the office. All of those have been painted by Dr. Fauzia personally. Thank you very much everybody for watching this. Until next time, terima kasih, jumpa lagi, and bye bye then.